Hmm? Do you know how expensive timber is right now? I have no idea, bro. Take a walk, go to a timber yard. Ask the prices of those particular pieces of timber from different kind of trees, be it cypress, be it mahogany, be it pine. Go ask. It's expensive. It is expensive. But do you know what you also don't know? That almost everyone who is building or who is planning to build must use timber, right? We'll always use timber for roofing. You will. Even if you're building concrete, you still need to buy timber. So I'm telling you, if you have a piece of land, if your father has a piece of land, just talk with him. Talk with him. Plant some few trees. It might be maybe 500 pieces, 20 pieces, 1,000 pieces, 2,000 pieces, 10,000 trees. Do it. Yeah. Because in the next few years, you're going to be the billionaire we're talking about. And I'm not saying that because maybe I've already achieved to plant a few or something. I'm saying that because I'm someone who wants to actually even plant more. You can take your money and invest in the money market fund, which is also still okay. But there is life in sustainability, bro. There's peace and freedom that comes with you having your own compound one day. Yeah. If you're a young person, you don't have to wait until you retire so that you can own a piece of property. Because you are still waiting to, get your retirement benefit so that you can build a house. It doesn't have to take that long. You can just move out of the city, build a small house. Even if it is an earthy house, it doesn't matter. Then from time to time, you can come to town, go back to your place, do 1-2 projects, come to town, go back home, do 1-2-3 projects. Because, bro, tawa iko na mtu. City is always about the hustle and the bustling, momentum every single day, every morning, noise, chaos. That is the city. Not unless that is the kind of life you really wish to live for the rest of your life. You need to start early. Yeah. And I'm not saying that I'm not thinking about those people who don't have parcels of land or those people who don't have the means to acquire these parcels of land. I'm saying if you can, you might not be able to acquire one, but maybe your parent or back at home, there are some places on your father's land that are just idling. Use that to plant trees. And I'm not trying to be an ambassador of Kenya Forest. No. Plant a tree today and it will save you tomorrow. Bible they always say. Yeah. So you guys tell me. I think off-grid living is the next big thing. You see, the same way there was a time that people started thinking about B&Bs and things like that. Ask yourself, between a B&B in town, logically, okay? Have you asked yourself why a B&B in town is not as expensive as an off-grid B&B or an off-grid holiday home? Have you asked yourself why? You haven't. It's because the off-grid living will offer you peace, nature, serene environment, fresh air that a B&B on 12th floor can't. In town, you might find a B&B, okay, two bedroom B&B going for maybe 5,000 a night, 4,500 a night. That's a BNB, maybe 15th floor, 10th floor in the city, right? But ask yourself, a BNB in maybe a BNB in Kajiado, off grid, even if it is 1 bedroom or 2 bedrooms, it could go for up to 15,000. Yeah, you heard me, up to 15,000 at least. And sometimes you might even find the BNB in the city is even more well furnished than the one I'm talking about. It might be well furnished. Bro, I'm just trying to give you an idea. Okay. A BNB in town might have all those shiny things that you might think about. Wi-Fi, television, all that comfort or all those necessities that you wish to have in a BNB for a staycation. But a BNB in the other side, I'm telling you, you may just find it's just a cabin, no Wi-Fi, no television, just a wooden house with a nice bed, nice view. That's it. And they charge you in thousands of shillings. But you don't get it, right? Or tell me, have you asked yourself why a lodge, yeah, yes, a lodge in Masai Mara is very expensive? Have you? And if you look at it, it is not even as fancy as maybe Kempinski would be. It is not as fancy as, whatever, Serena or whichever the fancy hotel in town that it is just a tent. Just a tent. Some nicely done old school furniture inside. That's it. And one would go for up to 200,000 per night. So I'm telling you, man, like I know most of us come from these villages, and these villages, some of them have the best views, even more than these other places I'm talking about. If somebody did, okay, for instance, if somebody did an off-grid kind of holiday homes in Baringo, those escarpments and things like that, do you know how much they would charge? Just wooden cabin. You don't know. Bro, I am telling you as somebody who has consumed so much about off-grid living and have analyzed it to the maximum. You don't even know. You don't even want to know, man. Plant trees today. And the good thing about planting trees, it doesn't even need much of your attention. Plant it today, let it grow, and it grows. It's not like planting maize. No maize, you have to weed, you have to do what? Manure, fertilizer. It is not, it's a whole job. But planting trees, you just plant trees and just go about your business. And that tree, you might use them tomorrow. Yeah? So you think about it, man. I understand off-grid living comes with a whole different budget as well. It is not cheap. I'm not trying to say it is cheap. But it can be cheaper than you staying in those concrete jungles and being in those apartments and things like that. Okay? If you're doing off-grid, you'll definitely start doing your own vegetables, growing your own vegetables, you produce your own food, which will cut your cost by almost half or even more than a half. You go off grid, buy some solar panels, you don't pay electricity for the rest of your life. Instead of maybe paying 5,000 per month or even 7,000 per month on electricity, you just cut that cost. The only cost you might be having, maybe, let's say, transport here and there from point A to point B, of which you still use the same money if you're in the city, fine. Or the only maybe utilities that you would be needing in the village, maybe things like internet, yeah, because in the villages, some of these villages, water is free. You just collect your own rainwater. Nobody's going to sell it to you. Collect rainwater, put it in a tank or store it in a tank. If you have a proper tank, maybe 30,000 liters, it can, as a young man with maybe 2 kids, 1 kid, that could take you for almost 1 year. But we are so busy, like, we're always on this constant chase, man. Every day in town, every day. If you had land in the village, bro, you can. Sometimes I wonder, by the way, I'm not trying to say that I'm not in town, I'm in the town. But maybe I'm planning to do something back in the village. Not necessarily that me going back to the village to live there, I'm just saying. Do you know, instead of, wasting your time in town, okay, you can just plant you can even use a half an acre back in the village just to plant passion fruits. Just plant fruits, passion fruits, pawpaw, name it. You could do that. After that, you could use it to blend juice. Bro, there's so much you can do on land, bro. Let nobody ever tell you that, land is not an asset. Bro, it is. It is. It is not only it is not an asset when it is idle or when you don't use it. That is also correct. But if you use land well, it is very important. Yeah. We could have all these cars, shares, dividends, all those things. But even when you die, they bury you to the ground, right? So in all aspects, land is just important. All the houses on this planet are built on land. All. Kama kuna nyumba imekwama kwa hewa, zote zinajengwa kwa land, bro. So, bro, if you're a young person, 25 to 40, 45 years, open your eyes, man. There's a shift. Okay, there's going to be a shift in the near future. And a shift that you need to see it as early as now. And try to do the things I'm trying to tell you to do. Yeah. You can also do what you want. You tell me what you think, man. I think off-grid living is the secret to freedom. And as I said in the previous video, real wealth lie in the modest and simplest form of living. You'll have enough time to think. You'll have enough time to strategize. You'll have enough time to love your family, because you'll not be on the rat race that every day you wake up at 4 in the morning, come back at 12 in the night. You don't see your children. You don't have time to spend with your wife, with your children. Your kids don't see you for weeks. You live in the same house. You don't even have time to see your parents back in the village. You don't even have time to spend with your siblings. Your village don't even know about you, because it is always about you being on the rat race every day, year in, year out. You work for a whole year, you get paid 12 times. And those 12 times you can't even account for what you've done with the money. You can't. You can't. Yeah. You just work all your life paying taxes, always living on the toes every day, every day. Maybe it's a life that you've chosen. I'm just trying to tell you, like, there's a life. Do you know? I think those people who live in the villages, they're really peaceful, man. For real, they are really peaceful. Like, they just wake up, go about their business. Somebody just wakes up, milk their cows, eat organic food. They drink tea using the milk they know where the breasts they've come from. If it is eggs, they know where the eggs have come from. Everything, man. But people will tell you that that particular person who lives like that in the village is not rich. Bro, I think that person is richer than somebody who has a 4-bedroom apartment in Kileleshwa. It is, hands down, believe me. Just the fact that you have a TV, you have a big fridge, I don't know how many doors, 4 doors, you have an 85-inch TCL on your wall, or you have a Mercedes down in the parking lot. Really. But every day when you're in that Mercedes, you always watch out if somebody knocks your car, how long it can be, parked for it to get repaired. There's an alternative way of living. Okay, you don't have to kill yourself in the cities, bro. Believe me, you don't. Go off grid, man. Go off grid. Go off grid. Go off grid. You could go off grid, but have something to do in the city. You could buy that house of yours or that apartment that they're saying. Let it generate some income for you as you live in the village or as you live off grid. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to say that you buy the apartment, live in it for the rest of your life. No. Buy it, rent it out, or put it on B&B. But let your life be free. Okay? That you can wake up, do what you want, at what time, when you want it, how you want it, with whom you want to do it with, bro. You got me, I tell you, man. And I'm even telling my friends, by the way, if you're my friend and you're watching this, believe me, man. That is the thing. I always tell you guys to plant trees and try to think about getting out of this rat race. You don't get it. Yeah. So anyway, man, I've talked a lot, I've talked a lot, and this video wasn't supposed to be this long. I've really talked a lot. Anyway, if you have watched this video up to this particular point, please share your opinion. Let me know what you think. I know there are so many people that I can tell you for free. I know of so many young people who are, some of you are even watching this video right now, who are tired of all this city life, bro. So many young people just want to get out of this city life, the noise, the chaos, and just go back to the village and to live peacefully. Some of them don't even want to ever come back to the cities. I know you know what the city has done for you. It has damaged you. Like, it damages you. The city only serves one person, the capitalist. That's the only person the city serves very well. But for you, you'll never have time to think for yourself. You'll never be independent. You'll always be on the go. On the go. Then you wonder why some of our parents have lived happily for all those years. Ask yourself why your mom or your dad, they have been together for like 45, 50 years in the village. They've never broken up. Yeah? They live peacefully. Every day when they wake up, someone goes to the shamba, one goes to open the business. Everybody's, there's peace, there's food at home. Yeah. But in the town, if you don't manage to service your car, you take all the frustrations to your wife or to your children. If you can't pay rent, your child, your kids, your wife, they get kicked out of the apartment, right? The stress that comes with that. Think about it. You don't even have to have a family. Even you as a young person, if you're watching this, you know what I'm saying. Yeah? If today you just decide you delay some things just by a few days, it becomes very hard. So you don't have to kill yourself, bro. Anyway, as I was saying, if you have watched this video up to this particular point, man, I would like to thank you so much for your effort and for your support. Okay, as a clan, we are trying to build a clan that we will be educating people, we will be mentoring people, so many people, the youth, even the young ones. You know, because this channel is for Africans, Africa for Africans, Africans for other Africans again. Yeah, and it is because of you that I'm making this video, because I know you and I need it, and what I know I want to share with you. Sorry. So kindly watch this video, watch my other videos as well, and if you have watched this video up to this particular point, man, thank you, and subscribe to this channel. I know it's a new channel and we are trying to, we'll get there, man, we'll get there. There are so many things that we can't just we can't preempt, all right, about them. We can't tell about tomorrow, we can't tell about the next year, but what I know I can talk about today. So if I have something to tell you today, I will tell you today. And today I'm telling you, man, plant trees, start thinking off grid, all right, and register to vote. Because it's also because of our bad decisions during election days or on the ballot that the city has become so hectic for us. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So head to that registration center, register as a voter, so that next year you vote, and you vote for responsible people. Uwinja maber Maira? Are you listening? So thank you. Like, comment. I want to know your opinion. Comment, share, tell your friends to watch my videos, and also subscribe. Okay, I'll see you in the next one. And as we always say, bro, in a world where you can be anything, please be kind, be a kind person, show kindness to people, because people are going through so much, even much more than you are, but they keep it lively. They smile at you, you know, they talk with you. So show kindness, okay? And I'll see you in the next one. My name is Otina, and this is Otina Clan. So bye bye, clan members.